Hey there guys, JoelGamingYT here and welcome to my brand new series. It's not FIFA, it's Formula 1, the 2015 game, where I'll be taking McLaren. It's basically a road to formal glory basically, because McLaren haven't had the best of seasons in the last couple of seasons. And actually the last time they won a Grand Prix was back in 2012 in Brazil. And that was with Jenson Button, who I'm going to be racing as. This is a World Championship, not a career mode. And as you can see, we qualified in 5th place, which is a very good result for Jenson Button, considering that he's always in like the bomb 10 cars. And now we can get into the race. Let's just hopefully this will go quickly. So yeah, this is a road to formal glory. McLaren haven't, well, like I said, McLaren and Jenson Button haven't won a Grand Prix since the 2012 Brazilian Grand Prix, and actually McLaren haven't won a World Championship since the late 90s, I believe it was. I think it was 1998 when they last won the World Championship. I think that was with Mika Hakkinen. But as you can see, we are just waiting now. There's Lewis Hamilton talking to the media. There's a pit girl with a weird smile in front of Raikkonen. As you can see there, the bottom half of the grid. As you can see, Fernando Alonso down in 16th, so he obviously didn't have a good qualifying. And as you can see, me, Jenson Button, in 5th place, which is a fantastic result. Just behind the 2 Ferraris and obviously the 2 Mercedes, and it looks like we are getting ready for the race. As you can see, we're just going to be waiting for 5 lights. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're underway for the 2015 Australian Grand Prix. And I'm trying to overtake Sebastian Vettel there, but it hasn't really worked out. He's got much better speed, and I've crashed into the back of Vettel. It's a chain reaction. I've hit Vettel's hit Raikkonen, and I caused that collision and managed to get away unscathed. I know, unfortunately I did get a 5-second penalty, but I still managed to keep 5th place. I'm just behind Felipe Massa, and I believe that both Williams actually overtook me in that first corner. Well, me and the 2 Ferraris. I have no idea where they got to, but that was a horrible crash. Well, not horrible, but it was just a chain reaction that was a bit weird. You know, I hit Vettel, he hits Raikkonen, and before the first corner, all 3 of us spin, and as I take Massa down the inside of that corner, and I'm up into P4, looking to hunt down Valtteri Bottas. And I believe I got my front wings a little bit damaged, and I've been hit. Massa has gone into the side of me. I've hit the barrier. Now Ricciardo's trying to overtake me. Oh, it's all gone chaos. It's a bit chaotic on this first lap of the Australian Grand Prix, and Grosjean's overtaken me. So too, well, Ricciardo's trying to overtake me, and I've definitely got damage on my front wing, and I've gone wide in that corner. I've dropped down like 3 places, but I managed to hold off Carlos Sainz, but I've still got no downforce in that front wing, and I'm going to have to pit on this lap, which is not good. And who's that? Was like Maldonado trying to block me from going into pits. What an arsehole. He's not really an arsehole, but you know. And I'm having to come into pits, which means I'm going to be going on to the, I think it's the prime tyres, the white, which is the white one. I think it's the prime tyres. And yeah, obviously it's going to be like a 5 or 6, 7, maybe a 7-second penalty. Not penalty. Pit stop is a 7.5-second penalty because they had to change my front wing as well as the tyres. And I'm down pretty much to the back of the field, bar Raikkonen, who's down right to the back. I think he must have got quite a bit of damage from that first corner incident, which involved me, Vettel, and him. So that's not too good for Raikkonen. But I'm currently in 19th place. I'll be looking to hunt down Mary as we skip to the end of lap 4, beginning of lap 5. And a couple of drivers are in the pits. I've now managed to go up into 17th place. I believe Vettel went into the pits that time as well, which is not too good for the Ferraris. They're down near the back of the field. Vettel in 18th and Raikkonen at the back of the field, and I still try to hunt down Roberto Merhi. And we skip to lap 6, well, near the end of lap 6, and I'm still behind Roberto Merhi, looking to overtake him, hopefully into the penultimate corner, and I do so with ease, almost nearly get squeezed in there, but I do manage to get through and round the last corner and onto the pit straight. And I do have DRS because obviously I've got the detection from being behind Merhi, and I am able to extend the gap over him. I'm currently hunting down Pastor Maldonado, who will probably just like push me off, and I go crash into a barrier once should I get close up to him. And I think he must have been in the pits, because I'm now up into 15th place, which is not too bad. I'm hunting down Daniel Kvyat and Ericsson. They're going quite slow. I don't know what that was about, but not Christian Ericsson, I was thinking of the footballer. Marcus Ericsson went quite slow there around that through that corner. Don't know why that was. Maybe he has a slight problem, but we will never know, as we still hunt down Daniel Kvyat of the Red Bull. It's hard to see a Red Bull down in 13th place. 13 obviously being the unlucky number, and there's a few guys in the pit stop. Well, they're just coming out the pits now. I'm going to try and overtake a couple of them, and I have done them now behind Nico Hulkenberg, but I overtake him going into the first corner. His tyres are obviously going to be cold, and now I'm behind Ericsson's teammate Nasser, who I'm looking to overtake going into the third corner. Can I do so? He brakes really early, going down the inside. I managed to hold it. Can I hold it round? Yes, I can. And now we're going through the car park chicane, and now through the flat. I don't know what the names of these corners, I'm just going to say turn whatever. And now we come on to the end of lap 8, and I'm hunted down Daniel Ricciardo, but there are a few more drivers in the pits, and as I push my way up through past them all, and I'm past Max Verstappen, and I'm up into 7th place, and I'm still hunting down Ricciardo. It's going to be very interesting to see if I can overtake him come towards the end of this race. And I turn into turn 3 quite nicely there. We're going through, coming up to turn 4. I see Ricciardo in my sights through the car park. And round turn 5, I believe that was. Moving on. Still trying to keep up with Ricciardo, and I'm doing quite well. The gap is 1.7 seconds. And Verstappen, I've just completely left him for dead. It's 3.1 seconds there. And apparently I'm faster through Sector 1, says my race engineer. And I'm still looking to try and get close up to Ricciardo, because I think I'm doing it in the pits as we go on to lap 11, and I'm behind Raikkonen, who I'm looking to overtake. So I obviously just come out of the pits. I think I pitted in on lap 10, and I'm now back onto the option tyres, and I'm still looking to overtake Raikkonen with DRS, and I go down the inside into turn 1, and it's a clean overtake by me, and I'm up into P13, the unlucky number 13, as I make my way to turn 3 once again, as we now skip to the end of lap 12, and I'm pretty much behind Perez. I get down the inside, I get a little bit squeezed. It was quite tight, but I managed to make the move stick going around the final corner. I don't get DRS. I think Perez gets a DRS, but he doesn't seem to be using it, so maybe he didn't get DRS, and I set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:34.1, so I'm obviously gaining a lot of time on these fresher tyres, and now I'm right behind Vettel, gone past the car park chicane, and I'm looking at Vettel. Let's hope I don't crash into him, and I don't. I take him going into that corner very, very nicely. I'm now looking at Nico Hulkenberg, looking to overtake him again, because I overtook him when he was coming out the pits, and it looks like there's 3 cars all behind each other. Whoa, 6 cars if you include me and the 2 behind me of Vettel, and I have no idea who the others are. And now through, as you can see where I got hit off this time marks are still there. I'm still looking at the back of Hulkenberg as we come to the end of this lap, and I go down the inside of Hulkenberg and I take him. It's a fantastic move. Now I'm looking at Verstappen in the Toro Rosso, and I'll see Felipe Nasser of the Sauber, and I overtake Verstappen, and down into the penultimate corner I overtake Felipe Nasser as we go around the final corner to start the final lap of the race. I have got DRS, which is a bit odd considering I'm ahead of those drivers, and I'm 10 seconds behind Ricciardo, so I don't think I'm going to catch him, but I'm going to do all I can. My tyres are at optimal temperature, and we come round to the final corner to finish the race. Remember, I do have a 5-second penalty for collision I had with Vettel at the start of the race, so I may not finish in 7th. I may actually finish possibly 8th, maybe even 9th, or even 10th, but hopefully I keep my place in 7th place. A little bit disappointing because apparently we wanted to finish in the top 2, but that didn't happen. But as you can see, I do end up finishing in 7th place, which is not too bad. 6 points on the board. I just couldn't quite catch up to Ricciardo at the end of that race, which is a real shame, but it was a good effort from me as Button and driving for McLaren. As you can see, we're 7th in the driver's standing. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. If so, please leave a like, please subscribe as well, and I'll see you next time. Cheers lads, peace and bye.